Aria might take a week to get down.
Probably.
Make a perception check.
Someone needs to take the Hurlevator tonight. Yeah.
11.
Yeah, it might take you a week to get down.
It just turned into a bear.
Yeah.
As you all climb up into Falconer's Nest, it's a bit of a bump in atmosphere. And you know, Wood Elves a little bit more loose and free than the High Elves.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of people having a good time. Also, high constitution, high wisdoms, all of this mixed elven wood elf blood, along with the fact that so many of them understand that even though we live for 700, 800 years, in the world they live in Sayaria, where beasts abound, life is fleeting. Appreciate every day. And these people fucking are. And there's like, there's an elf, a halfling, and a dwarf band playing. And the lights are doing all sorts of crazy things. There's lots of little pinholes in the walls of the wood where colored glass has been set up. So as the sun is moving to and fro, all of these different colored lights are coming in and being disrupted by the crowd. So it gives this very rave-like atmosphere.
It's like a wooden rave.
So they...
And then just like wooden carvings of these birds and nests and eggs. You get the sense that this bar started as one thing and ended up as another thing and has been doing quite well since.
Sweet.
Oh.
It was founded in nature and grew to party.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's good.
Should
What's
we
the
find
drink special here?
Find a table.
Okay.
It's a party.
Yeah, this is soda tame.
We like
Is it the Eleanoran theme song?
Yeah.
We love it.
Everyone fucking loves it, mate.
I'm gonna pull up my loom sticks.
Yes. Crack one.
Sick.
As you guys find a
I
table,
finished you one too.
there's a halfling gentleman comes up. Hey, what can I get ya?
Do you want anything?
What kind of wine do you have?
What's the good
I'm gonna
stuff?
try some.
Oh,
of the
we've
Elven
got some
wine.
good Jubons here. We've got a Jubon from south of the Twilight Forest, nice and moisturous down there. The grapes get real big. Lots of wine per capita.
Yeah, I'll take a bottle of that.
What's your
Alright.
specialty?
Specialty. I do this really good. It's a mixture of some Whizgo, grapefruit, blended up with a banana,
Okay.
some raspberries.
Okay.
Top it off with a bit of orange garnish and a splash of dice and clear water.
Sounds great.
All right, hurricane it is.
Hurricane.
I'll take
I
one.
don't even know what a hurricane is. I just first
That
thing that
reminds
popped
me
in
of
my
New
head.
Orleans, dude. There's like these giant pitchers that come like this,
Yeah.
and if you drink one, it's got like 14 ounces of alcohol in it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
And there's
god.
people that literally pass out on the floor of New Orleans bars because there's so much.
You know what? It's going to be called a pink dragon.
Sweet.
Better.
I'll
Love
take
it.
one of those and two
Everybody.
normal Whiskos as well.
All right, pink dragon, pink dragon.
We'll take some of that wine from down south.
Jubon,
Yeah.
Give me a
bottle
wine,
of Jubon
please.
for me.
Jubon, Jubon. All right,
Don't forget my two Whiskos.
I got you, Whizgos.
Yeah.
We should round of Whiskos? Shots of Whiskos?
Yeah.
Round of
Whizgo shots.
Whizgos.
Whizgo shots.
I knew I liked you folks. All right.
I'm
Dale!
gonna hand
End of the
10
night.
gold
Damn!
to
We're doing
these
shots
and
on
be like,
Sunel's belly.
Keep them flowing all night over it.
It's so clean now.
Yeah, as this guy runs off, shouting for Dale in the back kitchen.
For Dale.
Damn it!
Xander was the only one who heard that. Yeah, he comes back out with
Butt dragon.
Like,
out front.
very, very perfectly balanced trays, sliding them across. I would like you to make a Ryardon, I would like you to make a perception check before you get too loaded.
Fair enough. 23.
Damn.
23. Gotta find it. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
So wine is really smooth.
Smooth as fuck, bruh.
Is that like a thing in this country? You're just like winemakers?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's kind of a thing. I
mean,
never really thought of it that way.
If you live in
Um,
plants, I bet you guys have pretty good, like, nature
drank. We got good purple drink. We got good orange drink. We got some.
Purple stuff.
Drinking pink dragons. So at one point before you, Ryardon, get too cut, you do notice a sort of hooded individual kind of glancing over at you. With a 23, they look a little unsure, like a little... They seem like they recognize you, but they're expressing a little bit of doubt in themselves.
Mm-hmm. This song is a banger.
Yeah.
Do I recognize them at all?
With a 23 with their hood up, you'd have to get closer. They're giving you very much like Strider in Lord of the Rings, like giving the hobbits glances when they think they might know him, but they don't think they know him.
Fair enough, yeah. Markings on the hood.
Very plain. Well, Wood Elven clothing, something familiar from the Twilight Forest.
Right. Elven height. Set.
They're sitting, kind of hunched, hard to tell. They're elf
Do you
human.
notice them looking at us? Or are they kind of just
What's your passive perception?
17?
No. You guys are having a good time.
Alright.
Ryardon's a little more intentionally looking around because he's back home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Damn it. My
Pass-
one good roll.
Passive perception?
14.
I'm enthralled by this halfling in the band right now going,
To get down.
Yeah.
Is that a halfling rapper? Oh my gosh, just made of questions.
Yeah, this dwarf is just playing like the congas like nobody's business.
Beatboxing.
Do you think they'd pay for me to go up with the bagpipes?
One way to find
You
out.
should ask them.
Oh my god.
Ask them.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go up.
Do it. I dare you.
As you get
Done.
close to the stage,
Right.
two elven gentlemen in just very plain attire who kind of are standing in the shadows, kind of just step out and kind of push you back. Not while the performance is on.
Right. Well,
You can talk to the band after if you want autographs and such.
no. Is the stage available later in the evening?
Depends when Humpty's Bucket gets done.
That's so cool.
Well, she plays the bagpipes. Can she join in?
Not much of a bagpipe crowd here. Blue-haired one?
Okay.
Sorry.
Thought we'd ask.
I mean, some
I don't know what
circles.
they're missing.
This is a bit of a different establishment.
they shoot flames. I've heard.
That's fascinating.
We're
But
in a fucking-
Humpty's Bucket's got the stage for the night.
And we're in a fucking tree.
Good point.
The roof is on fire.
Is that Nelly happening right now? Something about taking off our clothes now? Right. This is great. Yeah, we'll just. Do we have a view of the
You
harbor?
now see with your 23 a very subtle Amour? Question mark in
Mhm.
Thieves' Cant
Mm-hmm.
from this individual. Very subtle, like under the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Amour? Question mark?
And then in Thieves' Cant, I'll go. Yeah.
With the extra A's, it's just a bunch of pinkies. Yeah. And he then makes full eye contact with you and pulls the hood back, and you do recognize this individual. He is from Twilight Forest. Somebody that you are familiar with in your time researching the drow.
Is he drow?
He's a wood elf, like yourself.
Okay.
But you recognize him as someone you spoke to in those 6 months before you...
Tony.
Jesus. Before you left Saria. And he's now making more firm eye contact with you.
I'll fist bump over to him.
Okay. Pardon. I wasn't sure that was you.
It's good to see you.
Seems like hardly any time at all. You seem like a completely different person.
The world seems to do that, yeah. We've, me and my compadres here have made our rounds. We are taking up camp in Calliope, actually, so we've
Good city.
it's a great city, and
Great
yeah,
city.
we've gone far and wide, and I suppose it's just fundamentally for answers for Mum and Dad, but we made our way back here, see if we can maybe continue. So
I'm good to see you. Glad to see you. It is the last I saw you, you set me on a few tasks, Moon Sun, and I have come up with, well, sadly only but 2 answers, potential answers for you.
okay.
Son of Amora. I've learned, for one, I've learned that other than the well-known entrance to the Underdark in the Bear Mountains in Derelium, there is indeed another out in the Solar Desert, guarded by the Salakian army. The Underdark being where the Drow reside. There is indeed another in the Solar. And I have discovered there's some rumor that there is a place called Deep Lake, somewhere on the northern continents in the west. Apparently it borders 3 or 4 countries and is supposedly huge, massive. Rumors say that if you can brave its depths, it also mixes with the Underdark. The other bit of information I have has to do with the Fangs. And you can make a history check with advantage regarding the Fangs.
14.
14's enough. The Fangs are a place where when you were growing up, they're in the very bottom. If you look at your map, the very southern west portion that branches off in that little
Yeah. Oh wait, no.
west, not east.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fangs. A place in Sayaria untrodden. Or at least should be. A place of dark, mysterious, some say some archmage ages ago made it their lair, their home. And around it is shrouded in shadow, mystery, dark magics, and dark beasts that do not tread down onto the mainland of Sayaria, but are best avoided. I spoke with some arcane scholars.
Follow that going on down there.
And they say that the Fangs were once used as a place
What's going on?
of great magic study. I know the whole continent knows better than to brave those peaks, but I haven't found any casters capable of dispelling your father's prison.
Right.
If there is perhaps an artifact to release him, it could be there.
I appreciate this so much. And do you have any other insights as to any recent, relatively speaking, activity around the Fangs? Have
I don't travel that way myself.
you heard anything?
this is the best news I could glean in this time. And that is with all of your monetary aid and all of my expertise. I know you have other agents at work. Your father, should he be risen, would not suffer us any consequence if we did not go to our utmost lengths to give you all of our expertise.
Absolutely, yeah. This is really helpful.
Yeah, you know from your past and everything you learned in those 6 months before you left, and all the teachings your father gave you. Your dad's like a fucking lord. Like he's an expertise. He's long lived. He's very close to the pinnacle of hierarchy as far as the Thieves Guild and commanding respect. So when you, even at 19 years old, coming out of the woodwork saying, "Hey, I've got this problem," people jumped. I regret to inform you. There it is.
What an actual anthem, right?
I do regret to inform you that
That same dwarf is doing those sounds now.
the Twilight Forest is not as you left her. It's now sick and rotten. And I wish I could say more than that. The whispers speak of. Beware the bone melter.
The one that flies.
The one that flies. It's not the one that you're thinking of.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
The one that you're thinking of is the ancient green dragon
Right.
that came with
Okay.
the drought.
Yeah, I just didn't know it had a nickname or not. So cool.
Oh, there, in the woods, taking up root, is Horadul, the bone melter.
High Priestess. Is that who that is? Different. Somebody new. Somebody
No,
we haven't seen.
a drake
Hmm.
of vast proportions. The forest is hers now. Be wary.
What's her name again?
Horadul, the bone melter. You can make a history check with disadvantage. See if you maybe caught some hushed tones.
4.
Yeah. Nope.
Haradul, the Bone Melter. And she's in the Twilight Forest in the middle, in Hellenfordshire. Where is she located, do we know?
The forest is hers now.
The whole thing. I knew it was never going to be static, but that's an impressive amount of land to take for your own in such a short amount of time, so... I'll take that under advisement, yeah, we'll tread lightly, I suppose.
I am glad to see you are still in one piece. And those companions of yours, though they seem to be enjoying in the festivities.
I'm pouring a drink into Zorel's mouth.
You can say that they work hard as much as they play hard, we'll say that, yeah.
I know your father, and I knew your mother, and I know you. And I know that you would not surround yourself with fools. There is a time for celebration and levity. Just make sure that if they are who you are accompanying to your home, that they understand the time for severity.
And luckily I have seen what's been shown to me, not just told, so...
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Do I notice whatever's happening?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
At 20 plus 7?
Oh, buddy.
Perception check with disadvantage.
Perception check. Disadvantage. 10.
Okay. As he nods to you, and you dip your head in kind. And he stands and he makes his way towards one of the throw-up elevators.
Huh. Oh.
You notice as he steps foot on one of these elevators to go down, he goes limp against the side wall of it as it drops to the ground. And you feel this sting on your cheek. Something that just narrowly missed as you did your head nod. And it burns. Make a Constitution saving throw.
19.
19.
Damn.
You feel this pulse through the side of your face. And for a second, you're a little confused. You feel a sting, and then you just feel this sort of your heart skips a beat moment. Make a perception check.
16.
As you look back toward the entrance, the party going on, you turn back, the elevator's descended. You don't see anything, but you know something fucked up just transpired.
What's Falconer and Canaros doing right now? We've just been like getting down, I guess.
Yeah. Falconer's just like, so anyway, the gods need me to protect their word, and Canaros is just like, dude, I saw those shit in a dream one time. That's fucking crazy. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves. I gotta pee again.
I don't even want to know where Rostin is right now. He's on the roof someplace.
Oh,
You bet me to jump off the roof right now. No? Too bad! Oh.
Say, you want to see a magic trick, and I'm gonna make somebody's mug just float up and just
Nice.
start pouring drink in their mouth.
Heck yeah.
Zadell,
Yeah.
hold that cup out.
No.
Yes. Yeah, do it.
Can't imagine what the elves would do seeing a gun for the first time.
Hold on. Take out one of your cups. I'm gonna take out my heavy crossbow.
Hold on, I'll do you back.
Okay, heavy crossbow versus. Ah!
Throws the whole crossbow.
Yeah.
Who was
So,
that you were talking to?
it was a gentleman that I had, that me and my father had worked with, and I'd asked him before I left Ciaria to do some investigation for me, and he was just giving me an update and saw me from across the bar, and
Why do you have a scratch on your cheek?
fuck
What
if I know.
happened?
Some guy, I think I just barely missed a arrow to the head.
Oh, shit.
That guy I
Jeez.
was just talking to is definitely dead now. He walked through the puke.
Oh!
Yeah.
What?
Oh, let's keep partying.
Do you
Yeah.
want to go?
Not really. I mean, I have only finished half my wine.
Priorities.
I mean,
He did the he went down the hurlevator, and who knows?
shit.
Yeah. So I don't fully know what to make of it. That's too bad.
Did he tell you anything about your home?
It's definitely not the same as I left it. Apparently there is a some kind of lady Horadul the Bone Melter that apparently runs the forest right now.
That's
and
a
it's
terrible name.
Well, I mean, it's kind of cool.
it's a very cool name. I
If I
think
could be called
she's-
Zodel the Bone Melter? Oh my god.
I mean,
I walk
that
through
would
the
be
front
pretty
door,
cool.
everybody's bones getting melted.
So anyway,
Not great for us, I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
yeah. So she runs the Twilight Forest right now, and apparently it's kind of withering and dying, which is not great.
No,
I
that's
knew it
horrible.
wouldn't be static, of course, when I left, but this is what it is. There's also a very there's a mountain range on the very southwestern tip of the continent that may hold some answers for my
No.
my father's cure, but
Less of a range. It is just two twin. It's the twin towers, but mountains.
yeah.
They're visibly, from the distance you've seen them growing up, identical.
Right.
Maybe
That is why they are called the Fangs. They look like a pair of like snake teeth coming out of the ground.
Maybe
Do they
let's,
have a wizard cap?
let's not take our jet.
Not yet.
Um,
I mean, on foot, you guys are weeks worth of travel from that.
Well,
Probably a couple months worth of travel on foot.
yeah.
I mean,
so that's the news.
yeah, that's kind of shitty.
You did mention an Underdark entrance for the Drow, somewhere in the northern continent called Deep Lake. I don't know if any of you have heard about Deep Lake before.
Have we heard about Deep Lake?
I would know about Deep Lake.
I would totally know about Deep Lake.
Roll a history
Okay.
check with triple disadvantage.
Done.
And
History
actually
check.
quadruple disadvantage.
Got it.
And
Oh my freaking god! 17!
you don't know anything about Deep Lake.
Damn it! I rolled 4 and my lowest one was 17. What the hell?
Kinneros and Falconer can roll history checks with advantage.
That was a great roll.
I got 19,
Should Rustin know
18,
about that
17,
too?
17. What the
Yeah, and so I'll roll for Rustin. Is it stone? 17 plus.
Well,
What am I?
No, it's water.
on specifically? Plus,
history.
Just roll twice and take the higher number.
Kinneros has been very well educated by his parents because he's a high.
Those were terrible rolls.
dog.
I got a 16.
16, Kinneros.
Oh shoot! I just got rid of them. It was like a 2. and
Oh,
a
hold on, I can
4.
see him.
You rolled
2
a
and
4 and a
a 4.
5 on advantage.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Rustin ruled a 20, but Falconer, yours was high enough. Your DC was way higher. You're from
Damn it.
way the fuck out and way fuck out.
I still can't believe I got a 17 with quadruple disadvantage. There's
That's
no...
that's impressive. Corey, if you could stand up and hold parts of this map for me. I'm gonna have to start rolling this the other way
Nice.
since you guys never go to Durelium. So, on the borders of Verdonis, Hawthorne, Alberford, and Grast, just south of Toonsville, the Deep Lake. When you think about the scale of this map,
Oh.
It's an ocean, basically.
it's a sea.
Looks
yeah.
very phallic.
And parts of it,
Mhm.
at its depths, combine with the Underdark. And then the other entrance
Oh,
the,
way over there.
in the very, very uncharted Solar Desert is somewhere in there. And then the other one that is very vastly known about because of Durelian slavers, who send the slavers down into the Underdark to capture Drow, because they're the best slaves. They live 700 years, right? Is in the Bear Mountains, somewhere between Tyrannus and Dross, where the Daedare mine camps are. That's the most notable entrance to the Underdark. Also heavily protected by Durelium, because that's where they go and get their favored slaves.
Right.
So yeah, we would. Okay.
Maybe we should go back to that magic shop and see if we can get some water-breathing potions.
I actually have
Polgar sold you guys water-breathing potions.
Yeah, I've got one.
You'd think
I
that Drow...
think they only last for like 5 minutes, though. When you think about a lake delving down into miles beneath the
Yeah,
Earth's
that's-
crust, that's a bit of a different ballgame.
You'd think if Drow were their favorite, they'd mind killing them, but no. Valuable but expendable,
So the
unfortunately.
entrance to the Underdark is in the lake?
Yeah, that's what
I
he
feel like
said.
it is the lake.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it kind of.
The Deep Lake.
I mean, checks.
Checks all the boxes.
Yeah, yeah. Underdark, that's down, and then deep, that's also... It's pretty... It makes
Probably
sense.
pretty dark down there.
Underdark. Could have just called it deep wet, you know. Same thing, yeah.
Oh, the deep is a whole other thing. That's in the bottom of oceans.
Mm-hmm.
How would we get to the bottom of the lake then?
I'm just telling you, one of them is in the bottom of a giant lake, sea.
I could
One of them is in a
water.
desert, and one of them is in Durelium. and that is all the information you all
I can
currently
just be
have.
Moses.
Yeah, that's an option on the option tree. Luckily, we're here. Don't have to necessarily do that today or tomorrow. But that's good to know. So anyway, we got the fangs, we got the bone melter, we got
So do we
Deep
want
Lake.
to go check out your home?
Yeah, well, we got to get our flying ship charged, I suppose, enough to get down there. But yeah, once that's ready to go, we should definitely make our way.
We can expedite a day or two here if you guys want
Sure.
I'm gonna hit that puke elevator down.
Yep.
Is there a body down here?
to. Okay,
Did the-
so you
did
hit
the
the
bodyguard-
puke-evator.
Mm-hmm.
You hop on, and at this point, you've all had a bit. So you're like leaning, but like also really intent on investigating.
Mm-hmm.
And as you hit the bottom, there's a body.
Hey.
And as you go over and flip it over, it's a half-elf fellow that wasn't the guy that Ryardon was talking to. He's just like, he's still just in the fits of vomiting.
As you were.
What?
Yeah.
Do you have any rice or lettuce?
Rice or lettuce?
Lesser restoration, buddy. There you go.
Oh shit! I'm going back in. As he runs off towards,
Respect to that guy.
and you look and you see the Minotaur at the front gate, just like looking over, like, ugh, Alan, every week.
Did the bodyguard see the guy die?
Yeah. Did you see
Where's
a
the
guy
body?
fall off the
You're like 14 in the last hour.
No, he like
the last one that fell off?
What might narrow it down, he was a half elf.
Not Alan though. Maybe he's one or two before.
Are you down there?
Yeah.
I think
Are
it's just
we-
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, yeah. I guess the elevator's not super big, so.
it's a one person. Yeah, it's a step on, go barf.
plus me.
You went with Magnus?
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
probably stay up then.
Most of them.
But he like died.
Well, I haven't seen anyone die here since. Oh, it was the summer of 18903.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
No, I'm just kidding. Nobody's ever died here.
I think you're wrong.
I think he was shot as he was about to head down.
Took a shot. Sure.
I'm gonna
an
telepathically
arrow.
tell Ryardon to get down here.
What's the range on telepathy?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Well out of range. It's almost 200 feet up to these.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a big tree. You in Wood Elf country. Trees here on steroids.
Alright.
Okay, I'll check the bottom of
Does this lift
of
go
the
up?
of the lift, see if there's any like signs of the body being dragged off or
Make an investigation check.
Oh.
Flat roll. It was going to be, and with guidance.
You guidance yourself too.
So one
Double
flat
guidance.
roll with guidance.
double
It was
guidance.
so weird when he was gone. And then Arya was like, guidance. And I was like, no, sorry. And she was like, no, but I can cast it too. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Investigation.
Yeah. Flat roll with
Nice.
guidance.
19 altogether.
Nice.
Shit.
Flat roll as in no bonuses, or flat roll as in no advantage or disadvantage?
The latter.
Okay.
Ah.
I want you to make a survival check.
Guidance lasts for 1 minute. So.
Yep.
I thought after you
Don't you have
use-
to redo it every
Yeah,
time?
after you
It's a
use
concentration.
but
Can-
after
Yeah, on the first
you
time.
used
Oh, yeah,
it,
yeah, that's
you
true.
have to
Okay.
recast it. So again, recast.
Slap you in the face.
Just right.
16. You got this.
Yeah, you normally pat people on the shoulder. Arya's just like, good game, buddy. Kinneros, actually, I want you to make a perception check. This is a little bit retroactive. Since you are a little telepathic, I feel like your fingers are in most people's minds.
That's not how I thought you were going to
That's
finish
Ugh,
this.
that's gross.
15?
14.
14. You come down on one of the other puke chutes, the throw-up elevators, just like a 30 or 45 seconds behind Magnus and Arya. Because for a split second, you thought you felt a mind get snuffed out. You come down into the muck as Magnus is now back investigating, and there are several drag prints. As you investigate one and then another, and Kinneros, you're reaching out with your mind, with your aberrant mind ability, the ability to sense other living entities a little bit more prominent than just your ears and eyes. You're catching telltale signs of thought, but you're also in a city, a tree city. Magnus is seeing one set of prints dragged away, but then righted, and then some lazy footprints, and you come back and you check another. And kind of similar, you can see signs of the body doing footwork. You know, like you're hammered and passing out, but you still know your legs should be doing stuff. And then just barely you catch this little dragging trail between the two of them, crisscrossing one of them, heading out towards the docks. It seems more like a corpse-drawn trail than the others. But still a little hard to tell, as this is where a lot of people come into this just wet, just people pissing themselves, throwing up into this muck, and their friends dragging them out. People don't leave the pucubators looking pretty. But they are cleverly designed.
With 3 of the party going down, have the rest of us noticed this?
I mean, you'd notice, depending on what your priorities were at this time. I mean, Ryardon's still upstairs, wetting his whistle.
How it goes.
Yeah, I'm getting wine drunk, so.
Falconer would.
With the rolls made, you track up until the streets become wood, closer to the docks, and at that point, you kind of lose it. I'll give you one more perception check. With Arya and Kinneros. Kinneros, what's your perception modifier?
+5.
What's yours?
Or sorry, +4.
Mine's +3. Maybe he should perceive.
Magnus and Kinneros can make perception checks.
You got
I
a
know,
big guy.
but you can't all make one.
11.
You could have given
Why did
Kinneros.
I roll it inside the
guidance,
box? God damn it.
I gave Magnus guidance.
Isn't it a cantrip?
Yeah.
9.
But it's
11 and 9. Unfortunately, coming to the docks in this eerie night, as you stop and you see just the telltale few signs of elven eyes, they've got sort of that vampire gleam to them with their night vision. You know, like the cat in the picture. And it's a common thing, but it does reflect their ability to see farther than you in the dark. Other than a few eyes on you, no sign of a body or a trail or any culprit.
Alright.
Those arm thing bracers. They needed to attune. Has it been?
You need to attune over an hour of rest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're partying.
not resting.
Yeah.
Partying is not resting,
Right.
Opposite.
especially for introverts like me. Like, this is 2 hours off of my battery every hour I'm here.
Can I have it quickly check Spirit Able too? Is it glowing at all?
For undead?
Yeah.
What's the range?
100 feet. I believe.
Sounds right.
100 feet. No undead within 100 feet. Your sword is not glowing.
Okay.
I think we lost him.
Yeah. 120 feet, actually.
Yeah. Negligible comparatively.
Alright,
No
well,
glow.
I'll head back. Show the Minotaur my stamp.
Yeah.
I remember you. 'Cause of your hat.
Yep. Check this out. And I'm gonna like will it to have like it's gonna have like a little strobe effect go around the rim.
I'll allow it.
It's only in
like little
monochrome,
glow strip, strobe, decorative Christmas light strobe.
Yep.
You can only be in black and white though.
Whoa. Hey. That's awesome.
Nice.
And he gives you a fist bump. Make a strength check.
Isn't it a hoof? No, it wouldn't be. It would be arms.
The bottoms are hooves.
Yeah.
Bottoms or hooves.
Not in the box!
Why
Okay.
is that box so close?
21.
Nice.
I rolled a 20.
Wow.
So
Nice.
thankfully none of your fingers are dislocated. As he bumps you and it's like punching a wall as a fist bump.
That sounded like it hurt.
Right on.
And he
You
gives-
alright?
Yep. It's all good.
He gives you just like this big wink that like sounds like a clap because his eyes are so big, and then you head back up the stairs.
Guy could probably open bottles with his eye.
Probably.
Make a Constitution saving throw, because you're tipsy. You've climbed these stairs once, and it is a lot of fucking stairs.
11.
Can I just like turn into a saber tooth and run up the stairs with him?
Drunk saber tooth.
Sure, that. If you want to turn into a wild beast, you could turn into a squirrel and sit on Magnus's shoulder. It might be safer.
Well, I was gonna
Saber-tooth
make
tiger
this
in a
up.
bar full of drunk fucking hunters and half-elves.
Alright.
Oh my
Just-
god.
Just for your
Do
point of
it.
reference.
Start a bar fight.
You gotta play the crowd. Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bar fight. It would be a hunt for everyone else. Pick your moments. Chipmunk, totally harmless. Turtle? Turtle.
That chipmunk's got a gun!
What the fuck's a gun?
A panda goes into a restaurant, kills everybody, and then leaves. The next day, the police catch up on them. They're like, "What happened?" And he's like, pulls out the dictionary, and under a panda it says, "Eats, shoots, and leaves."
It's good. 5 XP.
Armor class of all villains go up by 1.
That's a little excessive.
You can't buy that with
joking.
5 XP.
Joking, I was joking.
You don't know what DMXP is.
I was the one that gave it to you. I know.
You're all in the bar.
It's not a lie.
All those guys are gone. I'm gonna go sit beside Zodell.
Whoa. Okay.
Good drink. Good drink.
Yep. Your drink? Good?
Good.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah.
Yep.
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 We're friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, friends help each other out
Yeah.
time to time.
This feels like you're leading up to something.
Maybe. But you have a piece of paper.
Oh.
Thing that
Yeah.
those guys gave you
Yeah.
a while ago.
Please do.
Yeah.
I've been rewriting Destinies every week since you got it.
I get it. Like,
It's so taxing.
yeah, I'm gonna give to him Destiny's note.
What does that do again?
Oh. Thank you.
I don't know.
You can use it if you want, or give it to someone. It doesn't matter to me.
If I use it, someone's gonna be mad.
Why?
Oh,
I mean, you could use it to eat our destiny.
Oh, I guess I can delete Kage's.
Ooh, shots fired.
You don't know, he might come back.
If you're gonna give it to me, I can give you a little present in return.
I like presents, yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna summon one of my challenge rating 1 celestials for Zodel.
Oh shit!
What?
Which one?
I don't know, you pick.
Dude, man, I mean, I've been trying to build because there's
Roll
such a
dice.
small build. I've been trying to just do
Yeah,
Simon.
I know, they're very intricate.
So
Small.
so just do Simon.
Sure, that works.
What is this?
As Falconer does a quick hand gesture in the air, and with or without weapons, a small circle is drawn and projected downward. No, sorry, upward.
Oh,
As words in a language you don't understand come out of his mouth. Musical, magical. You almost see a golden mist leave his mouth, like when it's cold and we see our breath. The words themselves come out as sparks and mist of magical energy that coalesce around this circle.
Is this real or
And
is
you
this what I'm seeing?
This is what anybody around him is seeing.
Wow.
As a white flare comes up from underneath his golden cloak. And this serpent, blue and grays, silvers with bits of gold, wings, and a strangely reptilian mixed with feline face, comes spiraling out of this portal
Like a Chinese dragon.
and wraps itself slowly around Falconer's arm. And it looks up with you with an expression that can only be described as a reptilian smile.
Oh.
As its forked tongue lashes out
Oh.
peacefully.
Oh. Oh my
hi
god.
Simon. I'll just hold my arm out. Say hello to Zodel. She's one of my friends.
Oh.
And in Celestial, you don't understand the language, but words in your head.
What? I'm gonna try like petting it. Can I do that?
As you reach out, Simon very tenderly boops your finger,
Oh.
bares fangs to let you know he's not to be trifled with, but does allow you to slowly slide your hand across the side of his body.
What? That.
And you feel like these radiant sparks across your fingertips, almost numbing, but almost rejoicing.
Whoa. Simon. That. When did you learn you could do this? This is amazing.
I've been dabbling.
Huh.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. He's so cute. Oh.
I'm looking around just the rest of the bar. Is anyone else noticing? Like, I mean, it's still party central, but is it getting attracting attention? I feel like that's
That's fucking legendary. A 1, 2, and a 3.
nope, absolutely not.
There's enough going on, and there's enough people still around this table, and Zodel's frame is very large, and Simon is a quarter challenge rating celestial.
Oh.
So he is still quite small. It's like having a garter snake up your wrist. A little bit bigger than a garter snake.
Do you know if Simon likes like honey? If he'd like a treat or something?
It is at this point.
Oh,
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead, Falconer.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
It is at this point, reaching near that minute mark,
Oh.
as Simon has been whispering to you in your brain, I like this one. She's funny.
She's alright.
The gods have whispered of her too, Falconer. Don't discount even the strangest among you. As she, or he, dissipates up into that circle that then slowly closes, and just this soft golden fog floats down before dissipating before your eyes.
Is he talking? What do you say? What is that?
Says you have the eye of the gods.
Whoa!
So they're always watching. So
They're
be
watching.
careful what you do.
Right.
Like from below the water.
Oh. Wow. Okay. I'm probably gonna forget about this, but this has been cool. I'm probably gonna just wander off, I guess.
Welcome to the gods, or sorry, the Word of God's Paladins scroll abilities. So, we'll
Sweet.
That was cool.
presumably now hitting 9 o'clock, everybody wants to start reaching the climax.
No, what? No.
Alright.
Yep.
Unless anybody else has any role-playing they want to do. Kinneros, anything, questions? Feel free to just, like, impose your will on the party, man. Just make up... You can make up shit about yourself.
Who's this Simon? What is a celestial?
So Celestials, you would know this without having to make a roll. There are, like, fiends and, like, demons and devils. And then Celestials are angel races. I guess your knowledge on the Word of God scrolls is pretty sparse, if non-existent. Technically, you weren't with Falconer when he did that, so you wouldn't have witnessed this. You were with Magnus and Arya tracing that trail. Yeah, but Celestials and Fiends, demons and devils, and then angel and holy creatures. So Celestials are a holy creature.
And why is Simon here? What relationship is this between him and Zodell?
So the relationship is with Simon and Falconer.
Yeah, but why is the snake talking to Zodell?
Because Falconer was like, hey, you want to see a trick?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But you weren't there to witness it. You
Right.
You as Quinn were. Kinneros was
Yes.
not.
Was not.
But yes, good.
Okay, I would like to, I'm, like, in that area that's not in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make an investigation check?
What are you investigating and for what purpose?
Those elf eyes we saw earlier. I want to see if I can see any more of them or get any more information by looking at them.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really need a roll for that. It's more so just like a physical aspect. Like when you see a cat in the middle of the night when the moonlight glances across their eyes because they're seeing more than you are. That's just sort of how elven eyes, and this is an elven country, sort of how the light plays off of them when they're in dark vision. So your eyes would be doing the same thing.
Okay.
Just because you can see in the dark, so your eyes naturally reflect the light that isn't necessary, and you see through it into the shades of grays and whites.
When we got
Gotcha.
to the docks, like when we got to like as far as we can track, and then we saw like random elves looking back at us, can he glean any surface thoughts of like, hey, maybe the killer is watching us from the shadows?
Let me take a quick look at Kinneros' character here. God, do better, mouse.
It sounds like those eyes before were just eyes. Like they didn't have any
Yeah, that's
malicious
what I thought
intent
too,
or
but I
anything
mean-
like that.
But he does have the aberrant mind race, which is why the seer thing worked out so well, like accidentally, because I was kind of planning it, and then he picked aberrant mind, and so they have these different. Since I bought the last couple of source books, like, oh, also all of you check. Remember, you have a. Since I bought my last 2 source books, in her features and traits, she has now the the artificer's mind or something like that. So check all your substats because I bought source books.
Racial trait.
That-
Artificer. Whatever.
Artificer,
Yeah, that one. Lore.
artificer's lore, which gives you
Add twice your proficiency bonus to history checks related to magic items.
Yeah, I bought new books.
Objects or technological devices.
and it just automatically assigns stuff to all of your characters
It did?
in campaigns.
Where?
So depending on if you fall under the category of one of these things, you might have additional abilities.
If you go to features and traits and click on racial traits,
Yeah, racial traits.
you might have something new.
No. Mm.
So yeah, as one of the books that I bought, Quinn picked his race and as a aberrant mind wood elf, which gives him like mind-piercing abilities. As a cantrip, he can do what's called mind sliver and just like look into your eyes and do 2d6 psychic damage because he just spears into your brain.
Shit.
Yeah, super cool shit.
He's uploading a virus into your mind.
Basically.
I know Kung Fu.
Kinneros, if you want to go to your spells and cast Detect Thoughts on somebody nearby,
I have that too.
Arya can do the same to somebody different. The both of you can peer into different minds.
Is Arya back, or have they come?
No, they're all still down on the docks while
Oh, right, both of
while
them
you
are
were
together.
being shown
Right,
Simon.
right.
Yeah.
Sitting on the dock of the bay, checking minds.
Nice.
I didn't hear a word you said because you're behind this.
Sitting on
No,
the
poor-
dock of the bay. Riffed it.
So who should I use the spell on? Like people, the elves we see in the distance?
So, where you're at now, there's at least a half a dozen individuals. I'd say between 8 and 10 individuals where you guys came out onto sort of the dock web.
Where the
Five-
trail ends.
5 of them are showing the elven eyes with the pure dark vision.
Do have
And one of them is
half elves
not.
have.
A couple of them are not. And so, like, maybe human, maybe something else that can't see in the dark. What was that question, babe?
Half elves can also see in the dark, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys, do you think the murderer would have been able to
Thermal?
see in the dark?
My night vision
Probably.
goggles.
Oh, you can see in the
Yeah.
dark. You now see the eyes.
Yes.
What did Kinneros ask?
If the murderer we think had dark vision, and I would presume yes.
Yeah, at this point, it's like 2 in the morning. Well, I'd say between all of this happening, is probably between like 11:30 and 2 in the morning from start to finish on both sides. So you guys are probably close at like 1:30. It's dark.
Okay.
So I'll just cast it on one of the 5 individuals with dark vision.
Okay. Chris, do you want to show him how to roll a percentile die
Um,
on screen? It's the two side by side, right?
Yep.
D100.
Yep. That's
Yes,
It.
D100. That's a
D100,
percentile die.
$68.
8.
Do I have to roll 1 too?
Yeah,
since
roll
I'm
1
gonna
for you.
cast this on someone else.
The individual that Kinneros peeks into the mind of, surface thoughts. Surface thoughts, you feel more than you see, just a little bit of lust. You notice that, one, he glanced at Arya, glanced at you, but his attention's their attention is immediately brought back to the individual in front of them. Sort of soft, casual conversation where, surface thoughts wise, this person's just a little horny. Feeling like the person across from them could potentially be going home with them tonight. What'd you roll?
93.
93. Jesus Christ, Arya. Directly behind you, as you begin to cast the spell and focus, you almost feel like your direction is pulled the other way. And you see one of these gleaming sets of eyes just turning around a corner. The surface thought, I think we might be being followed. They are moving.
I want to go.
Follow. I would like Sandra to roll me a d20.
Can I probe deeper?
Yeah, what's the save?
Wisdom of 15.
I rolled a natural 18.
9.
Suddenly,
I mean, I still go deeper. It just means that they know that I am.
right.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
They resist, but they know you've been.
If it fails, you gain insight into the reasoning, blah blah blah. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make... Yeah, okay.
So you still get one glimpse of inner thought?
Yeah, I think so. Such as worries, loves, hates. No, never mind. Either way, this target knows that you're probing into its mind.
So you don't delve deeper?
No,
on a
the spell
successful.
just ends. Like, I get whatever I get when I first cast it.
Okay. That was a very interesting moment in Shay's head. Suddenly, the thought kind of snaps. You hear this sort of whoosh as it's pushed out of their brain. You don't perceive anything anymore. 3 of you are standing on the docks.
Well, there was a guy over there that thought that they were being followed.
Where?
Back that way.
Yeah, if you were all standing on the dock, looking northward, the guy that was horny was on your eastern side. The guy who thought they were being tailed, western side.
To the west.
Front, right, west thought they were being tailed.
How far away?
Just on the cusp of her telepathy.
Which is how far?
60 feet.
Could I
Oh wait, never mind.
dash
You
over to the
focus
corner
on
and see
your...
if I can...
It has to be a creature within 30 feet. So we would have had to been pretty close.
Alright.
dash over? I've got my night vision goggles on now.
Sure.
Be sneaky.
Make a wisdom saving throw as you dash that way.
Can we still...
There you go. Try and be as quick and as quiet as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the box! Fuck, Corey!
I was just gonna say that.
I'll even give you a reroll.
Alright.
Put that shit on me.
Get an actual dice tray,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh my god, the exact same thing.
Wow. I'm burning all of your cardboard dice trays.
Yeah,
I hate them. I hate them so much.
They're awful.
They don't allow for bounce.
What was I rolling?
Stealth.
Coefficient of friction is a lot lower.
No,
on those
wisdom
than on the
saving.
phone.
Wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
saving, all right. Oh, alright.
Need that felt. Need a higher coefficient
16.
of friction.
16. You hear a singular word. No, singular phrase.
I hope they don't go to insert.
Singular word.
As I'm running to the... I'm also going to take out my gem of seeing
All allow it. Pop it on.
and then fire off a charge as I hit the corner.
As you fire off a charge, as your mind is racked with pain, you get one glimpse. Roll a percentile die.
Not in the box.
Not in the box.
Roll on the mat. The mat's
Yeah, the
always
mat
good
is
luck
always
for me.
good. 98.
98.
Damn.
8.
What?
Jesus.
Dude, incredible. As you run into what feels like a wall of mind-shattering energy, your lens just flipping down one side on the opposite side of your goggle of thermal vision. You see far more outlines than are there.
Oh, damn.
You see a semicircle around a singular figure. As suddenly you're blasted from your feet. And you
Magnus dies again.
take...
Next one that appears, we're gonna write a giant
Okay.
3 on his
On
forehead.
D12s, I just rolled 2 2s. So that's 4. 5, 7, 13. That's better. 32 points of psychic damage. As a recognizable voice comes tittering through your mind, blowing you off your feet. Kinneros, I would like you to cast Counterspell.
Okay.
I want you to, I don't know if Arya can show you, I would like you to cast it at as high a level as you can possibly cast it.
So if you go to your spells tab.
Oh, yeah,
And
I'm on the
scro-
3rd level, which I think is the highest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roll me a d10. So it's a d10 plus your casting modifier for sorcerers that's charisma. So it's a d10 plus whatever your charisma modifier is.
For damage.
8 plus 3, 11.
As you catch these thoughts and this spell is blasted outward toward Magnus, you quickly, as the way you were taught by Polgar, you swing your hands around, your bow in your hand, as you've learned to cast your spells, almost ranger-like. Flames bursting out alongside of it as your magic courses through, not necessarily a casting focus, but more of just a badass ritual you've created for yourself. And you pull and release your spell, the flames erupting around you on all sides. You see it bounce off of the pre-existing spell, and you take full damage, Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
As suddenly a woman all in red surrounded by individuals in a body that she's holding by the back of its head, speaking.
The body?
Expelled as she turns and looks at you. Interesting.
Was I able to glean if it was the Wood Elf body?
It was. As you see, well, Kinneros sees an individual. Arya sees Mistress Hillel seemingly in the flesh, sucking silvery spires of information out of this creature's head. Less of a talk or a speak to dead, and more of just an absorption of their thoughts and soul. The bone melter. Okay. This is going to be more fun than I anticipated. And you watch as, with a black spirally swirl and a snap of her fingers, these almost 24 individuals and collapse to the ground.
Oh,
Dead.
Jesus.
Corpses. Are you at 0 hit points?
Hmm.
Okay. So,
Pretty damn close though.
picking your head up off of the wood planks, you do see this last moment, the snap. And just almost 24 individuals just and fall to the
Were the
ground.
individuals in red, or were they also elves?
They were just, they
Regular
appear to
people?
be perception check.
Not 20, 27.
They appear to be regular villagers. People that you've walked past in this surrounding. All of them, their eyes going white and this silvery gray smoke streaming out of their mouths in unison and wrapping around Mistress Hillel.
Colossal bitch.
As she vanishes and leaves a full at least 20 individuals completely drained of their souls.
Dang.
Can I
Jesus.
quickly pull the orb out and see if I can catch some of them?
Yeah, what's the save or what's the thing on that? It's been a minute.
Says when trapping an undead spirit or soul, you must use an action to roll a spell attack with the orb +3 and roll higher than the spirit's current hit points.
Okay. So roll an attack +3.
Would I be able to use like my spell attack and then the 3 on top of that? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your spell attack +3.
Okay.
Yep. The orb lends to helping. Is that an 18?
That would be 27.
Whoa!
You suck Laura.
Off.
I'm waiting. If I wanted a sucking off joke, I would have said Todd. You suck Laura. Write this down. She's in your orb.
His name's Laura, alright?
Lauren?
Stop asking questions.
Acquired
Laura.
Laura.
Nix with. Laura Nixwith's soul is now in your orb, along with one of the spectral fetchers.
Okay.
Come here. Why are you so
That whole thing was so cool. Oh my god.
Thanks, man. The great thing about recording all the sessions is that I can just riff as hard as I want to.
Everybody, like everyone there was just under her. Oh my god.
Hillel's in Sayaria because her primary enemies are from here. Alright.
Well, she knows
Arya?
the
Go ahead.
She knows the bone melter is.
She knows what we know.
Let's go there next.
Cure wounds third level.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
You
too
just
as well.
feel a bunch of bones cracking back into place. Ah!
Fucking A.
I'd say at this point in the evening, you all can find a place to rest. Presumably, Arya is going to cast the mansion on the ship, so you
Did
guys
Arya-
don't have to pay for beds, and it's a
Arya-
tried and true place to rest.
They all got back?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Arya. That was great. Falconer showed me his snake.
What snake?
It was
That's great.
it was so cute. It
What?
I touched
No.
it. I touched it. It was like scaly.
In the bar?
It was as
Yeah.
big as his arm.
What?
He made me give it the he made me give it the paper to show me the snake. It was
What?
awesome.
What paper?
The paper that Vera gave me.
The Destiny's Zone?
Yeah,
You
but it
gave
was
to
worth it.
Falconer in
Oh my god,
exchange to
his
touch
snake
his
was
snake.
magnificent.
Just waved his hands and whipped it out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh my god, you just had to be there.
I guess. I don't
Wait,
know.
Falconer! I'm gonna wave him over. Show Arya the snake!
I don't want to see your snake.
That... No, you have no
I can
idea.
only do that so often.
Damn!
Maybe twice a day.
It
Twice
was
a day without
so
being wanted by the
cool.
police.
Whiskey snake?
Like, wispy snake. It was crazy. It was blue.
It winked at me with its one good eye.
As you guys head back to your ship for the mansion, who's tipping the bartender or paying?
I'll pay.
Yeah, I got it all. What's the total?
Okay.
All right. At this point, you guys have probably hit like 20 gold.
I've
Worth of
been
drinks.
having drinks like...
Pink dragons, good Jubon. I'd say 25 gold even. You guys have been like, oh, this Jubon? Give me the next best one. You guys have had a good night, aside from some of you. And as Falconer flips the last coin to this halfling bartender whose name I don't remember, in the blink of an eye and a smattering of bloody gore,
Ugh.
he disappears,
What?
and you see a small golden object zip its way back into your coin purse.
What just happened? One more time.
Hell,
Did
It's from over the bar. Falconer, did you just kill that guy?
None of the other bouncers or guards noticed, thankfully. I rolled a 4, 5, and a 6 this time.
Jeez, everyone is just...
You gave him gold and the guy just exploded?
He vanished in a spray of blood and viscera around the corner of the room where you guys are.
Why did you tip that guy?
I don't
I
know
don't
what just happened.
understand.
What the hell?
Should have kept your snake out.
Well,
I'm just gonna leave.
let's go.
You guys make your way to the fling.
All this money. My God.
Arya, would you care to cast the magnificent mansion?
I guess
All right.
I can.
As Arya puts her hands to the medallion around her neck, you do feel this sort of warmth emanate from like forearms up your shoulders into the medallion, and it sort of, Iron Man sort of pumps its way out, and this shimmering door appears in front of all of you, right before the main mast.
What's the door look like?
It's
Is
just
it a Sierra?
It's just a straight rectangular, silver, slightly emanating door.
One regular height, one my height.
Or is it like door in a door?
This one's just a big door.
Ah.
Large enough for everything that's not large size.
Just curiosity's sake for the DM, is like, while we're in the mansion, do we have perception checks around the ship?
No, you'd have to be outside of the ship.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have a Vivint camera for the ship?
Do we take?
I mean, I'm here, Captain.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, we got
I don't really require that much sleep, and honestly, I've been sleeping for the last couple of days because flying is fucking scary as
Well,
shit. So I've just been taking tranquilizers
well-
and passing the fuck out.
Wait.
So you stay and we'll...
I'll check the ship. Am I allowed in that doorway?
No.
No, but if I have to call for help,
Oh
Yeah.
okay, so I can poke my head in and just be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
all right."
Weren't me and Quirky like practicing music most of the time?
When you were on the ship on the Hellstrom.
Not on the...
No, I mean like when I said
Not on the
202
airship.
hours.
You wouldn't get advantage.
Right, I know. I just thought it was with him, but now I'm hearing that
Yeah.
he was tranquilized the whole time. So does that?
Oh, on the airship you were
Yeah.
practicing bagpipes still?
That's when I said
All right.
two.
Okay, yeah, I'd say you still have the hours.
Okay.
He was a little fucked up, but he still knows how to play. he still knows how to play bird flutes. Just like when I'm stoned, I can still play guitar.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Word.
All right, you got it. And he just turns invisible. As
you
he's
could do that.
as he's done the opposite way with you guys so many times, just popping up like, "Hey, you talking about God Scrolls?" Aria, what does the inside of your magnificent mansion look like?
Cue the HGTV music.
Hey, I'm Mario. Welcome to my crib.
Yo, we heard you like houses, so we made a house on your house so you can house while you house, bro.
I don't know, kind of drawing inspiration from Polgro's, kind of like a meadowy fieldscape, with like a really massive tree, like the bar we were just in, and then each of our rooms and such are on the branches in treehouse form.
Dang.
I would imagine, though, in a magical mansion, you wouldn't feel tired walking up the stairs.
No.
Even if you had to climb a skyscraper, it's just like nice and it's like, oh,
There's
there
like-
already.
There's like
escalator.
pulleys and like swings.
Whoa.
I imagine you'd see off in the distance to just like stables and fields where you used to train all the horses and dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And in the background of all of this like domed area, you'd see like a little bit of the Darren main city.
Sure.
Well, just helping your character out. For context of you, behind you when you're in these training grounds, behind you the city, the towers, the keep, the castle. And looking out and seeing what is the wild and wonderful wilderness and forests and greens out on all sides that up until you went on your adventure you've never had any experience with. They're almost like a fantasy to you, an escape to you. Potentially at one day you're realizing you always felt that calling, never knowing how to put a finger on what it was that you are. To close out, I know I've got something here. As you all make your way inside Aria's magnificent mansion, roll a percentile die for me.
$41.
All right. And Falconer, to close us out, for the God's sake, Alatio's balls, use the goddamn Destiny's note.
Yeah, I was gonna ask unless
Okay.
it was too late for people. But
This
I'm gonna be
this
gone
will
next week.
this will close it out.
Stew on something.
This will
On
close it
me.
out.
So
Or if you want to
hit me
give,
up.
or if you want to give it to somebody else to use, there is one for everybody. I've been updating. Fuck's sake.
I'm gonna use it
They're gonna go.
On who?
on me because I'm selfish.
Oh man, that's the whole reason why I didn't use it.
You should have.
Well, I figured he would be more He stole my beans. Why did I ever give him the damn
Xander,
it?
yours is one of the better ones in here. I was disappointed you didn't use it.
I did
Not to shame you. I'm not trying to shame you. There's so much of your backstory that is so much less explored than everybody else.
I know.
Falconer, as you read the words, and gold, platinum, silver projects itself into your eyes, you find yourself snapped, pulled out of your body, whistling through the air and time. And you find yourself stopped at a large black wall. The symbol on this wall, similar to the sigil on your shoulder. Hold on.
Yeah, change the music. This
Party
is sorta-
music won't work for this. Let's go creepy music.
Yeah.
Sure. Where's back to internet? Moss covering its surface, vines snaking down its sides, but just visible enough through all of this millennia-long overgrowth and stifling. As you notice, up to a certain point where this wall is, stuff ceases to pass through an invisible border. The symbol emblazoned on its moss-covered surface, the same symbol on each of your chests and shoulders. The magic of the Destiny's Note can't seem to penetrate further, and instead it begins to drift, refracted, redirected away before zooming at first far to the south to a forest. Silver and yellow leaves dancing on the dark woods of this immensely tall and thick forest. And there is a sense of soul connection. Suddenly you are then thrown again, whipped through the air, faster than your mind can comprehend, to a desert. The mouth of the desert. The familiar mountains of Verdonus and orc hordes marching slowly out of the desert's mouth. Several human and half-elf prisoners being dragged along in shackles. And one old man in a loose and bloody white smock, a long red scar from the top of his right brow down through his face, his neck, his upper chest, the tip of his nose missing, and an interesting shackle around his right hand to his back and onto a handless left arm. And then finally, with zero concept of speed, everything goes blank, and you're standing before a stone. A standing stone, large, immense, symbols intricate, location unknown. But within these carvings, on its face, a symbol barely visible in the clouded cover.
Standing stone.
Sent it to the group chat.
Not me. Can I see?
Loosely drawn.
And this was where again, sorry? This is on stone?
On the standing stone in front of him.
Somebody show me, please.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
And as you reach that stone, your mind is pulled back through this column of all of these visuals that you've seen, back from the stone, through the desert, the face, that one glimpse of that one enemy. The scarred-faced man with no hand, swinging back through this yellow and golden-leafed forest and up then north again to where you are currently standing, strangely in proximity to the nearest point. You're snapped back into your body, even in this pocket dimension that is the mansion. You have one question to go along with this destiny.
Right, and it has to be a yes or no answer, right?
Correct.
Damn.
That's so hard.
I'm no good at pin spinning. See?
Man, that's hard to phrase a yes or no question
Oh,
with all
buddy.
that.
Yep. You went to a wall at the barren edge. You went to a forest with silver and yellow leaves. You went to the mouth of the desert. Saw a one-handed man in chains as orcs marched out onto Ryardon. And then you found yourself in front of a monolith with a strange symbol etched in it. And you get one question. Come. Stop being such a poop.
Will we have the power to stop all this?
That question doesn't really quantify
No.
because this is destiny.
Destiny.
You have a question about what is happening in that time stream,
Yeah.
but less of a sense that what you're seeing and what is happening there can be averted.
Mm-hmm. Is this all happening right now?
Still not technically a yes or no question.
Well,
I mean, it kind of is.
okay.
Time is a weird soup, to quote Ashley Johnson.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I love that quote.
Is it all happening right now?
Mm.
Sure. All of the things he saw, all at
Yeah.
once.
Time all happens both never and always.
It's like asking about the storyteller when Quirky was telling you about him. You're like, oh, or you about him. You're like, oh, what's, like, is he gonna do this? And you're like, he embodies time. He is both past, present, and future. How can you ask a certain question? He may have lived it or may have not.
And I don't know, that's bloody hard to...
Text the group.
Think about it and text the group.
Sure. Can I think about it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
As
And I'm open to input.
Falconer's
So
eyes roll
yeah.
back in his head, this note in hand.
Yeah, I assume you tell us.
You hear
Oh,
the
yeah,
you
yeah.
almost hear whoever's near him hear this whistling of his mind directed this way and that way and this. And for a split second, Arya, do y'all catch that?
Yes.
Help me.
Coming from where? Like as he's reading the note?
Completely different.
Okay.
Just in the back of your mind.
Okay, so it's like it's not out,
You
and
think
I'm hearing.
you hear, but as you look around, everybody else's attention is focused on Falconer.
Okay.
And this, he's told us?
Yeah.
Sorry?
He's told us about...
Falconer cannot communicate while in this
After.
state.
No, after.
He still has to ask his question before he's completely disconnected from the note. So Falconer can text all you guys, ask about the note, what he should ask.
We'll just break that up.
Falconer finds himself at the wall, the barren edge, the symbol emblazoned on its moss-covered surface, not touched for millennia. The magic of the Destiny's note cannot penetrate further, and instead drifts and is redirected away before zooming to the south at first. The silver and yellow leaves dancing on the dark woods of a large forest. Then he is thrust west to the familiar mountains of Ryardon. The orc hordes are marching slowly out of the desert's mouth. Several human and half-orc prisoners or half-elf prisoners are being dragged along in shackles. One old man in a loose and bloody white smock, a long scar across the top of his right brow and down through his face, his neck and upper chest, the tip of his nose missing, an interesting shackle around his right hand, to his back, and on his handless left arm. And then finally, whipped to a large standing stone, location unknown, etched with an etched symbol on its face, barely visible in the clouded cover, and then the symbol that I just texted.
Okay.
Falconer has one question before he is slammed back into his body, and Arya has some
That
weird...
first black wall is the barren edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It bears the same symbol, a millennia old, as you all are carrying on you right now. Here
What if I
lies...
ask, does our destiny lie beyond that wall?
This is the Destiny's note. You're seeing everything in your destiny. Whether or not you live to get to where your destiny should take you is entirely another story.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Very well. We will converse and come up with a consensus.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you all can feel free to have your own. Oh, experience. You guys didn't find anything.
But it was pretty, like...
I'd say everybody a flat 200 experience, including you, Kinneros.
Did you change him to XP?
Oh no, you should be XP. Hold on, my dear. Okay.
2,700.
What, only 2,700?
Oh, he's on XP.
Oh, no.
Okay, good.
So Kinneros, in your manage XP, Krista, could you show him how to do?
I got it.
Yeah. So on just heavy role-playing episodes or sessions, fucking D&D has fucked me up versus session versus episode. I usually give a flat 200 if you guys have done a whole session and conversed and done your thing and been inquisitive, because that's also just part of being better at what you're doing, as opposed to, oh, we only get better when we kill shit.
Mm-hmm.